Hi there, welcome to Pasadena, where roofing can be anything but simple. I'm Dan with SBR Roofing, and this is the story of a project we just wrapped up where we had to work around some budget limitations, city rules, and serious logistical challenges. This is an 8-story building we just finished. Let's break it down. So here's the deal. This client comes to us, they know they need a new roof, but they're on a tight budget. They're thinking of putting a silicone coating on because it's relatively inexpensive and it can be quick. But they're also adding solar panels to the building, which is great, but it has a lot of challenges that it creates. So our challenge in this case was helping the client understand that spending a little bit more up front instead of a silicone coating was going to help them in the long run. With the solar panels being added to the roof, they needed to have a more robust system that could perform better in the long term. In our conversations with the client, we understood that they were very concerned about being over budget on the project. But we helped them to understand through the course of the discussions that a true membrane-based roof system, although more expensive up front, was going to last longer, have less residual maintenance, and perform better than a silicone system. So instead of having a roof that they'd have to readdress in maybe 10 or 15 years, we put a system on for them that's going to last well over 20 years with fewer recurring costs like maintenance and upkeep, and fewer problems potentially in the form of leaks, which would be much more costly to address once the solar panels were installed. Once they understood this, it was a big win for both sides. After the customer agreed to have us do the roof, we had to confront our first challenge. We had to get about 500 rolls of material up onto this building, 8 stories up. Each roll weighs about 100 pounds each. Normally we use a crane for that, but in this case the city's permitting wasn't going to let us start for about 6 weeks. That was longer than the customer could wait, so we had to get it up on the roof ourselves. So our crew got to work. In the height of summer, we had to get every roll up through the elevator and then 2 more flights of stairs up onto this roof. The heat, the sweat, the labor, it was intense, but we had to get it done, and that's how we do it. With our new roof complete, the next phase is adding solar panels to this roof. The solar company is going to come in and add 200 penetrations to this roof. Stay tuned for updates. We'll come back and show you how they did it and how we roofed them in. So here's the deal. We would have loved to put on a higher end roof system with an added layer of material and a longer warranty, but it just wouldn't fit their budget. So we did the best we could with a durable APP modified roofing system that's solar ready, foot traffic friendly, and will perform in the long term. It's not just a roof, it's a foundation for their plans on this building. This job was a beast. We had budget challenges, we had stair climbing marathons, and we had to make sure the solar panels didn't compromise our roof. But that's how we do things at SBR. If you need a roof, give us a call at 888-ROOFS-FOR-YOU or our website, sbrroofing.com. We'll make sure we get your roof right too. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to hear more stories, and share with anybody who might need a roof done right. Thanks for your time.